Let's study about language comprehension. What is language comprehension? Understanding language, like producing it, is such an automatic task that it seems to be a relatively straightforward process. What is apparent from the vast research into the comprehension of spoken and written language is that people do not process linguistic information in a neat, linear fashion. They do not move smoothly from one linguistic level to another. The research shows that in most situations, listeners and readers use a great deal of information other than the actual language being produced to help them find the meaning of the linguistic symbols they hear or see. There are four aspects of the language comprehension. They are: number one, sound comprehension. Sound comprehension is not a passive process. It often depends on the context from which listeners expect to hear. People understand the meaning as a whole. They do not listen to each word individually. Distinguishing similar sounds such as ba and pa, ta and da in English is another type of sound comprehension. People often recognize the differences of sounds based on the length of producing time. In a word, the successful comprehension of speech sounds is a combination of the innate ability of humans to distinguish minute differences between speech sounds and the ability to adjust to the acoustic categories of the language they are exposed to. Now, second aspect is word comprehension. Word comprehension is a very complex psycholinguistic process and is much more complex than the processing of speech sounds. That is because there are mountains of words in the vocabulary which not only consist of sounds but also convey meanings. Psycholinguistics use parallel distributed processing, PDP, to explain the complex process of word understanding. PDP is a model of cognition developed from neurology, computer science, and psychology. It is a way in which people use several separate and parallel processes at the same time to understand spoken or written language. For example, understanding a word involves remember the word, search the meaning of the word, spell the word, pronounce the word. A PDP model of comprehension can be used to explain lexical exchange. In our mind, we have stored many words, some of which are easily accessible, but some of which are not. As a rule, high-frequency words are rapidly and frequently activated, and low-frequency words take longer time to be incorporated into a system of understanding. Logogens or lexical detection devices are like individual neurons in a cognitive neuronal network. When they are activated, they would cooperate with many other logogens to create comprehension. The PDP parallel distributed approach is able to explain tip of the tongue, TOT, tip of the tongue phenomena. In our daily life, many of us have had the experience that we knew the word but could not access the whole word. For many times, we could not only get part of the words vaguely, such as the beginning or the ending of the words. This is called bathtub effect, because when we submerge ourselves in a bathtub, we can only see our head and feet. Number third is sentence comprehension. Besides decoding sounds and lexical meanings, comprehension also includes untangling the meaning of sentences. The greatest influence on sentence comprehension is meaning. There are a few factors influencing the comprehension of sentence. Particularly, there are two factors. The first is that the ambiguity of word meaning leads to difficulty in sentence understanding. The more complex information the word has, the more difficult the sentence is to understand. Ambiguity, for example, lexical ambiguity in the term of bank, word bank. Bank, number one, financial institution where you deposit your money. Second, bank means slope of land along a river. The second factor is that the linguistic structure of the sentence affects the processing time. Garden pathing, the horse race past the barn fail, the evidence examined by the witness was forged, the horse that was raised past the barn fail. These are garden path sentences. They mislead you part way through. The ambiguity is between main verb and reduced relative interpretation of the verb raised examined. If the sentence structure is that readers or hearers expected to read or hear, the processing time is short and the sentence is easy to understand. If the sentence structure is not what readers or hearers expect, the comprehension is disrupted and sentence comprehension becomes slow. This is so-called garden pathing, a natural comprehension of strategy. In understanding sentences, the point is whether readers or hearers choose the right path or wrong path. Number 4, the last aspect is text comprehension. Text comprehension is the largest unit compared with the comprehension of sounds, words, and sentences. According to research on text understanding, people tend to comprehend or memorize the content, but not the structure. Therefore, in the process of understanding text, background information plays a very important part and that greatly affects the way in which people remember a piece of discourse. Background knowledge can active people's mental association, which can help the comprehension of text.